After riding both the Velotric Thunder 1 and the Tenways CGO600 Pro for quite some time now, we've got enough real-world experience to finally sit down and talk about how these two popular commuter e-bikes stack up against each other. We've taken them through early morning rides, busy streets, quick coffee runs, and even weekend strolls through the city. And trust us, both have their own unique charm. But when it comes to choosing just one for your everyday commute, things get a bit tricky. So in this video, we're going to compare everything side by side to help you figure out which one actually fits your lifestyle better. Starting with the design and first impressions, both bikes give off a clean and modern city look that doesn't scream e-bike at first glance. When we unboxed the Tenways CGO600 Pro, the avocado green color really stood out. It's subtle but stylish, and has that minimal feel that fits right into urban environments. What we really liked was how lightweight it felt straight out of the box, which made it easier to handle in tight spaces like elevators or narrow hallways. The assembly was smooth too. It took us about 40 minutes and didn't feel like a hassle. Now, moving on to the Velotric Thunder one, it gave us a very similar city slick vibe. The hidden wiring and fingerprint sensor give it a futuristic touch. And while some may miss a display, we slowly grew into liking the clean cockpit with that glowing ring indicating assist levels. Over time, both bikes proved they weren't just about looks. They're well built and thoughtfully designed for everyday use. If you're someone who appreciates sleek aesthetics with a bit of personality, either of these will keep you happy. When it comes to ride quality, both bikes surprised us in their own ways. The CGO600 Pro is a single-speed e-bike paired with a Gates carbon belt drive. At first, we thought the lack of gears might limit it, but honestly, it held up well for daily commutes and casual weekend rides. Plus, not having to worry about chains or gear adjustments made our life much easier. It felt smooth on straight roads and predictable in traffic, and the lightweight frame added to the maneuverability. On the other hand, the Velotric Thunder one brought a slightly sportier feel. While it also doesn't have suspension, its lightweight aluminum frame combined with well-tuned tires gave us a decent ride. Over the months, the tires softened up just enough to handle small bumps better. You still feel the cracks and potholes, but it didn't bother us as much after a while. In both cases, the saddles and grips felt decent for short and medium rides, but for longer journeys, we did find ourselves wishing for a bit more cushion. The comfort level on both bikes is good enough for daily commuting, but if your route includes rough patches, you might want to upgrade the seat or throw on a suspension seat post. Now let's talk about what pushes these bikes forward. The motor systems. Both the CGO600 Pro and the Thunder one are equipped with 350-watt rear hub motors and torque sensors, and that's a big plus. The CGO600 Pro's torque sensor keeps the assist smooth and intuitive. It doesn't jerk forward when you start pedaling, and we found it easy to maintain a steady pace, especially in traffic. Even when we pushed it to its top speed, the motor stayed quiet and reliable, which gave us confidence during longer commutes. The Thunder one, meanwhile, features Velotric's in-house VeloPower E35 Plus motor, and we'll admit, we were skeptical at first, but it quickly proved itself. The torque sensor works really well here too. It responds nicely to pedal pressure, and you start to feel that connected ride pretty quickly. We often switched between eco and touring modes depending on traffic, and turbo mode was always there for when we needed that quick burst, like beating a red light or pulling ahead in traffic. One noticeable difference is the lack of throttle on both bikes, which might be a deal breaker for some, but we actually grew to enjoy it. It kept us more involved with the ride while still providing a helping hand whenever we needed it. Range is one of those things that can really influence your decision, especially if you plan to ride longer distances without charging every day. According to Tenways, the CGO600 Pro can give you up to 53 miles on a single charge. But in our everyday use, mostly on flat roads and with moderate assist, we got around 35 to 40 miles. That's still decent for urban rides, and the integrated battery design helps keep the bike looking clean and stealthy. As for the Velotric Thunder one, It did a little better in this department. When we first got it, we were seeing 65 to 67 miles per charge under similar riding conditions. And even now, after months of regular use, it's holding strong at about 55 to 60 miles. So if you're looking for just a bit more endurance, the Thunder One does give you that extra cushion. Both bikes take around 4 to 5 hours to charge, and we've had no issues with overheating or inconsistent performance. So, in terms of battery life, the Thunder One pulls slightly ahead, especially for those planning slightly longer or more frequent rides. Now let's talk tech. If you like having smart features and apps tied into your ride, both bikes offer something, but there's definitely a difference in execution. The CGO600 Pro has a companion app that's helpful for tracking your ride stats, but it feels pretty limited. You can't really control assist levels or lights from the app, which left us wanting more. It's not bad, it just feels like a basic version of what it could be. In comparison, Velotric Thunder really leans into its smart features. The app is snappy, more intuitive, and gives you better control. Plus, we had a real moment when the anti-theft alert actually worked. Someone tried to lift the bike, and we got a phone notification just in time. That moment alone made us take the app more seriously. Also, the fingerprint sensor is still one of our favorite touches. Secure, cool, and functional. If you're into tech-driven experiences, Thunder One delivers a bit more in this department. Safety is a big factor, and both bikes check most of the right boxes here. The CGO600 Pro comes with hydraulic disc brakes that feel sharp and responsive, even in wet conditions. It also includes a built-in 35 lux headlight, which definitely came in handy during night rides. The Thunder One, while also reliable in terms of braking, missed one thing we wished it had from the start: a rear light. For a bike that's already packed with smart features, leaving out a built-in rear light felt like an odd miss. We ended up adding our own, but it would have been great to have it as part of the default setup. Still, in terms of braking and day-to-day safety, both bikes held up well and gave us confidence while riding through city traffic. After months of use, both bikes have shown that they're built to handle everyday life without constantly begging for maintenance. The CGO600 Pro's belt drive system is definitely one of its strongest points. It's clean, quiet, and practically worry-free. We never had to deal with greasy chains or shifting issues, which makes it a dream for city riders who want to keep things simple. Meanwhile, the Thunder One impressed us with how solid it stayed over time. No rattles, no weird sounds from the frame, and no signs of wear around the joints. The grips softened up nicely, and while the saddle could use an upgrade for longer rides, overall it stayed comfortable and dependable. We didn't run into any major issues with either bike, which is a good sign for those thinking long-term. So now comes the big question: which one should you pick for your daily commute? Honestly, it depends on what you value most in your ride. If you're all about a smooth, low-maintenance bike that's lightweight and easy to handle, the CGO600 Pro is a great option. It's simple, stylish, and does the job without asking much in return. But if you're someone who likes a little more control, wants a better app experience, slightly more range, and doesn't mind a bit more engagement in the ride, the Thunder One might be the better fit. It's more tech-driven, and we found that extra kick in turbo mode came in handy more often than expected. At the end of the day, both the Velotric Thunder and the Tenways CGO600 Pro are excellent choices for city commuting. Neither bike is perfect, but both offer a solid mix of style, function, and dependability. If you prefer something clean and maintenance-free, go for the CGO600 Pro. But if you want smart features, longer range, and don't mind a bit of extra involvement, the Thunder One has a lot to offer. Whichever one you choose, you'll likely find your daily rides smoother, faster, and a lot more enjoyable. And that's really what matters, right? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Which one would you choose for your commute? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real-world reviews and honest e-bike content.